welcome back to my channel. My name is Jodie, and in this video I'm going to be just doing a like a recent DVD and Blu-ray pickup haul. So yeah, since the start of the month I've just kind of been randomly picking up bits and pieces in terms of DVDs and Blu-rays, and yeah, I actually still do have a few more titles on the way, but I just thought I kind of had enough that I could warrant a video, and I didn't want to wait till everything came and then have like a really long video. So I just thought I would show you everything that I've picked up since the start of the month. So yeah, this is pretty much just like a mixed bag kind of haul. I have a few bits and pieces here from a secondhand bookshop in my local area. Then I have an eBay pickup. I have some Amazon pickups, and then I have one at the very end from Zavvi, which I'm really excited to show you. Yeah, that's probably the most exciting one that I picked up this month so far. But yeah, without further ado, I'll just show you everything. Yeah, everything that I picked up since the start of the month. So yeah, these first couple of titles, these are some of the ones that I picked up in my kind of local secondhand bookshop. Usually they kind of price these at like €1 each, but usually when you get to the counter they don't charge you that. They just, if you get a pile of DVDs and books, they'll just kind of put like a random price on it when you get there, and it's usually very little. So all of these DVDs, they definitely cost me less than €1 each. Probably I'd say for a pile of maybe 4 or 5 DVDs, including a box set, which I will show you, and then some books that I got as well. I think I only paid like £4, which is just absolutely fantastic. So you kind of don't feel guilty about kind of just picking up some random titles and, you know, picking up some ones that you haven't seen and that kind of thing. So yeah, you always kind of find a couple of hidden gems in that store. Yeah, so the first one that I picked up there is this one. It's one that I haven't seen before, and it's Adventures in Babysitting. So yeah, I haven't heard really too much about this movie, but I just believe that the premise is that a girl, she's like babysitting for her neighbors' kids, and I guess they're kind of maybe young teenagers at this point. And yeah, I suppose kind of throughout the course of the night that she's babysitting, kind of things just keep going wrong, and kind of things go from bad to worse. So it's supposed to be kind of just like a really fun yeah, just a really fun kind of comedy movie. This one is directed by Chris Columbus, and I do know he has like quite a few fun movies under his belt. So yeah, I definitely said I would give it a try for that reason, and for the fact that Elizabeth Shue is the main, she's playing the main role. So yeah, she's an actress that I really like, and I do find her to be quite underrated. And yeah, she's in a lot of movies that I really enjoy, so I said that, you know, it's worth kind of giving it a go for her. So yeah, Adventures in Babysitting. Please let me know if you have seen this one, but I'm looking forward to just kind of going in blind. Next one I picked up is a movie that I have seen before, but I just realised that I didn't have it in my collection before. So I really thought I needed to kind of rectify that, and that movie is Election. So this one is from 1999, and it's directed by Alexander Payne. Yeah, this is just such a fun movie. So this is like a really kind of off the wall high school kind of politics movie. So it centers around Reese Witherspoon's character in this play, who plays Tracy Flick. And essentially, yeah, she's running for kind of class president, and yeah, she just really goes gung-ho at her campaign, and she just kind of becomes so obsessed with yeah, with winning. And so the kind of premise is that the teacher, played by Matthew Broderick, is he's just had enough of her kind of obsession over this campaign, and so he yeah, he basically recruits another student to kind of run against her, which really doesn't go well. But it's just such a fun movie. It's really like it really is like a kind of political movie, but just set in a high school, and just with some really fun characters in it. So yeah, if you have not seen Election before, I would definitely highly recommend this one, especially if you like other Alexander Payne movies. Yeah, this one is great, and Reese Witherspoon's performance is just absolutely fantastic in this. It's just absolutely brilliant. So Election was the next pickup. So the next DVD I picked up is one that I definitely didn't need, because I already own this movie on Blu-ray, but it's one of my favourite films of all time. So when I just saw it there, I just could not leave it, and it is The Graduate. Yeah, I'm just absolutely in love with this movie. I think I've talked about it on my channel before, in my Dustin Hoffman collection video. But yeah, this is just one of the most incredible movies. It's definitely like in my top 10 movies of all time. And yeah, I own it on Blu-ray, but when I just saw the DVD, I just had to grab it. Yeah, I'm definitely a collector that if I love a movie so much that I will kind of pick it up on all different formats, and just kind of have a few copies of it to hand, especially because like I just love even the kind of different editions and the different releases are really interesting. So this one is a Mike Nichols director's chair edition, so maybe it's like a collection of maybe some other Mike Nichols movies, and this one has a one-on-one with Dustin Hoffman, and it has a featurette of The Graduate at 25. So yeah, it's just really nice to pick up different editions with kind of different special features on them as well. So yeah, The Graduate, if I ever see another copy of this, I will probably pick that up as well. I would love to get a VHS release of The Graduate as well, and you know, just to add to my collection for absolutely no reason, but just other than it's beautiful and I love this movie so much. So yeah, The Graduate is one I picked up. It just needs no recommendation. Like if you have not seen The Graduate, just get on and watch The Graduate straight away. It's just absolutely incredible. And the next DVD that I picked up, this is one that I picked up from eBay, but it's one I'm so excited to watch. So I kind of recently said that I've been wanting to get into more westerns, and I've been kind of making an effort to kind of, you know, sit down and see some westerns that I haven't seen. And this one, it combines two genres of film that I would like to kind of get more into. So that's obviously western and musicals. So yeah, if anyone else has seen this one, please let me know. It is Paint Your Wagon. So this is a movie, I've been aware of this one for so long, and I kind of know some of the music from it as well. There is a song from this movie called Wandering Star that I've always just absolutely loved. Anytime it comes on the radio and everything, like I know all the words, but I've never seen the musical that it's from. So yeah, I'm so excited to check this out. It is starring Lee Marvin, Clint Eastwood and Gene Seberg, and I'm really not too sure actually what the kind of plot of this is. So it just seems like it's set in a gold mining boomtown, full of brawny men, and centres on the work and play partnership of Ben and partner, played by Lee Marvin, and Clint Eastwood, and the delicate wife that they share, played by Gene Seberg. So yeah, what the plot is actually going to be, I really don't know, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this one and checking out like a musical western, which is very exciting. So yeah, this is one I'm going to need to watch really soon, and I hope I absolutely love it. I feel like it's nice going into a musical where you kind of know some of the songs, and maybe it's kind of easier to kind of get lost in that kind of world, and yeah, just to kind of get into it. So yeah, Paint Your Wagon, I really hope I like this one, and I cannot wait to check it out. And just on a side note, does anyone else, like when they hear the title Paint Your Wagon, just immediately think of the Simpsons Paint Your Wagon song? Yeah, I do not think that is actually a song that is in Paint Your Wagon, but literally every time I hear that title Paint Your Wagon, just that song comes into my head straight away. So the next pickups I want to show you are ones that are, these are like actor box sets that I found that I'm really excited about as well. So the first one, this is the last of the pickups from the secondhand bookshop, and it is this one, Icons box set Marlon Brando. So yeah, this one has 4 Marlon Brando movies on it, and it has The Wild One, On the Waterfront, The Ugly American and The Appaloosa. So I have not seen any of these movies. Yeah, so I have not really seen a massive amount of Marlon Brando films. Probably all the ones that I've seen of his are kind of later films, you know, ones kind of from later in the 60s and 70s and that kind of thing, but I've not seen like a lot of his earlier films. So yeah, when I saw this, you know, for a really good price, I just had to absolutely jump on it. So yeah, all of these I'm really looking forward to seeing. The Wild One and On the Waterfront, I think, are like 2 of his kind of biggest roles. But then this one, The Ugly American, also sounds really good as well. It sounds like it's maybe like a political kind of drama thriller movie. So yeah, I'm really excited to kind of check these out, and I just know that kind of Marlon Brando is always regarded as one of like the greatest actors in history. So yeah, I really need to kind of check out more of his work, and especially kind of his younger roles. So I was delighted to find this box set. And next I picked up another box set from an actress that I have not delved into whatsoever either. This one I picked up for, I think it was only €3 in a local charity shop, and it is this Audrey Hepburn box set. So yeah, as I said, I have not delved really at all into Audrey Hepburn's filmography. I have the only two that I've seen from Audrey Hepburn are Breakfast at Tiffany's and My Fair Lady. And like Breakfast at Tiffany's, I saw that so long ago that I kind of, there's a lot of parts missing in my memory that I don't really remember. But yeah, when I just saw this at such a good price, I had to grab this as well. So the movies on this box set are Breakfast at Tiffany's, Funny Face, Paris When It Sizzles, My Fair Lady, Roman Holiday, and Sabrina. So yeah, I just thought this was really worth picking up. There's definitely, as I was kind of saying in my New Year's resolution video, there's definitely some movies from the 50s that I want to check out, and just get a little bit more into that decade, because yeah, my film knowledge from that period is really scarce. So I thought this was a fun place to start, and there's some pretty like popular titles on this as well. So I feel like it's just a good starting point to be kind of getting more into 50s movies. So if there's any of these that you have seen and that you would recommend, definitely please let me know. Let me know kind of where to start with this box set. But yeah, I thought that this was a pretty good find. So yeah, Audrey Hepburn, and it's called the Couture Muse Collection. Yeah, and so then the last box set that I picked up is one that I'm so excited about. And this was I believe this was an eBay pickup, and yeah, this is just a second-hand eBay pickup, and it is this Julie Christie box set. Yeah, so I'm so excited about this one. I've been meaning to check out more Julie Christie movies, because anything that I've seen with her so far, I've just absolutely loved. And I just think she's just such a fantastic actress, and she's just fantastic to watch. So yeah, when I watched Dr. Zhivago for the first time over Christmas, and I just absolutely loved every second of that film, and I just thought Julie Christie was fantastic in it. So yeah, I really want to make it my business to see more of her work. So this box set, this one has 4 titles on it, and it has The Go Between, Billy Liar, Far From the Madding Crowd, and Darling. So those are the 4 movies on it. And yeah, 2 of these are directed by John Schlesinger as well, so Billy Liar and Darling. So I've heard great things about those 2. I actually don't know anything about The Go Between, and I've heard that Far From the Madding Crowd is not great. But yeah, look, I'm just kind of willing to check it out anyway, just basically to kind of see Julie Christie and kind of just see what I think. But yeah, I thought this was a really good find, and yes, some movies that I've been meaning to see for a long time as well. So yeah, Julie Christie box set is the next pickup. So next I'm just going to move on to some Amazon pickups, and the first DVD that I picked up from Amazon is actually another Julie Christie movie, and this is kind of a later performance in her career, and this is actually one that I hadn't heard of before, but I literally just I just put Julie Christie DVDs into the Amazon search, and this one came up, and it is called Away From Her, and I believe this is kind of like a romance drama film, and it basically centers around Julie Christie's character and her husband, but Julie Christie's character has Alzheimer's, and basically she kind of ends up having to go into a home, and I think the kind of premise is that, you know, she kind of forgets about her husband and kind of falls in love with someone else while she's in the home, which I thought just was like a really kind of heartbreaking premise, and I just know that the performance in this is going to be fantastic as well. So yeah, I just really wanted to check this out just for Julie Christie herself, but hopefully it'll be a good movie and one that I'll really enjoy. So I'm definitely eager to check this one out really soon. So next I'm going to be moving on to the Blu-rays that I picked up, and the first one of those is it's this BFI release of The Music Lovers by Ken Russell. So I had recently just done a video of my weekly watches, and I discussed a couple of Ken Russell movies, and I asked kind of anyone watching to put recommendations for Ken Russell movies in the comments. And then Sam from Sammy G's World of Cinema, he mentioned that he watched this one and really enjoyed it, and so yeah, I just had to go and pick it up like straight away. So this is actually a biopic of Tchaikovsky, which I actually just didn't have a clue that Ken Russell had done, you know, kind of a couple of yeah, classical composer kind of biopics. I know he's done one for Mahler as well, which I just kind of recently saw on his filmography. So yeah, I'm very intrigued to kind of see what this is going to be about, because knowing Ken Russell, like, it's not going to be a very straightforward kind of biopic, and maybe it's going to be something kind of a little bit untraditional and something a little bit different. So yeah, this one is from 1971, and it stars Richard Chamberlain and Glenda Jackson. So I'm so excited to check this one out. I'm really going in totally blind. I haven't got a clue kind of what, you know, what I have in store for me, but yeah, I'm really excited to see this one, The Music Lovers. Then next is one that I know actually a lot of people in the film community have been kind of picking up recently, and I know kind of people had it on like pre-order and that kind of thing. And yeah, I don't usually kind of pre-order Blu-rays because there's not a massive amount that I kind of feel like I need to kind of get the minute they come out. But this one, I did have my eye on this movie for quite a long time, and this one is The Swarm. So this is a Warner Brother archive release of The Swarm, and yeah, literally the only reason that I wanted to see this one is because of Catherine Ross. She is in this movie. Catherine Ross, of course, from The Graduate, and from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and many other films that I really love. So yeah, she's just such a fantastic actress, and she's just an actress that I'm personally really drawn to. I just love kind of seeing her do her thing. I just think she's absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, I really like her. I think she's like a really underrated actress from kind of the 60s and 70s. So I think she seems to have quite a prominent role in this movie. So she is on the front here of the cover. And yeah, other than that, I don't know a massive amount about The Swarm. I do know it's an Irvin Allen directed movie. So he did the Towering Inferno, and I think he did the Poseidon Adventure as well. So I kind of have a feeling of kind of what the overall kind of tone of the film is going to be, if they're, you know, similar to those movies. And so this one, yeah, kind of in a similar vein to those movies, is a disaster movie, and it's about a swarm of killer bees that kind of come into North America and cause havoc. But that's kind of pretty much all I know about it. There is a massive cast, like a really cool cast. So we have Michael Caine, Catherine Ross, Richard Widmark, Richard Chamberlain, Olivia de Havilland, Ben Johnson, Lee Grant, Jose Ferrer, Patty Duke, Slim Pickens, Bradford Dillman, Fred McMurray, and Henry Fonda. So I don't know how much like kind of individual storyline all these kind of characters are going to get, just given that it's such a huge ensemble. But yeah, you would never know. And yeah, I'm just kind of just looking forward to kind of watching this, and of course, as I said, just seeing Catherine Ross in it, and yeah, just kind of checking it out, and hopefully it's just a little bit of fun and kind of some light entertainment. I'm not expecting like miracles from this movie by any means, but yeah, just hopefully just an easy, enjoyable watch. So yeah, The Swarm is the next one I picked up. And so the last title that I picked up so far in January is definitely the most exciting one. Yeah, this is one that I didn't even realise was kind of coming out. I didn't realise there was a new release coming out. It is an Arrow release, and yeah, I just had no idea that this movie was coming out on Arrow, and that it was getting like a limited kind of release. So I was on Savvy one day and I was searching. Yeah, sometimes I just like to search kind of Exorcist merch and just see what they have, see what I can kind of add to my collection. And yeah, this Arrow limited edition Blu-ray came up, and literally the minute I saw it, I just put it straight in my basket and checked out, because I had to have it. And it is this absolutely gorgeous edition of The Exorcist 2, The Heretic on Arrow. So yeah, just can we just take a moment just to appreciate the absolute beauty of this release. So this is just absolutely stunning. So it is, yeah, a limited edition release with yeah, with an absolutely beautiful slipcover on it. I haven't kind of taken everything apart because I was kind of waiting to do a video about it. But yeah, just look how gorgeous that is. So yeah, I had kind of mentioned a little bit in my last video that I am a huge fan of The Exorcist, the original Exorcist, and yeah, it's just a very important film to me, and you can kind of see a few of my kind of bits and pieces, a few just little bits of Exorcist merch here behind me, because I do love kind of collecting kind of pictures and, you know, just any little bits and pieces to do with The Exorcist that I can find. But yeah, part of kind of being an Exorcist fan is sort of trying to kind of contend with all the sequels that exist, you know, as part of that franchise, because the first film is such an absolute just masterpiece in my opinion. And then I think when you watch the second one, it's so jarring because it literally makes no sense, like how, you know, you could accept that as a sequel or as a follow-up to The Exorcist. So the first time I saw it, yeah, I was just totally shocked, I think, and like I just kind of found it laughable that it was just so different to the first one. And you know, everything about it is so different. The tone, the direction, the, you know, even just the acting, everything is just so, just feels so out of place. But then for some reason I just think this movie over the years has just grown on me, and like I've just started to kind of grow to like love and appreciate it on its own kind of merits. Now, it, as I said, it does not make sense as an Exorcist sequel, and I actually really think it's a bad sequel, but kind of if you take the film on its own, it's actually not that bad a film. It's a little bit kind of ridiculous in places, but it is actually such a fun watch. So yeah, again, I just kind of have to like take it totally out of the context of The Exorcist, which you shouldn't have to do because it is a sequel. But yeah, I just think when you actually watch it on its own, just set aside kind of any preconceived notion that you have from the first one, and just kind of enjoy the ride. It's actually just quite a fun movie, and there's a lot of elements to it that I really enjoy. So of course, Linda Blair, just being in it in general, I just absolutely adore her as an actress anyway. Kind of reprising the role of Regan, and like nothing that Regan does in this movie makes any sense. But again, I don't know what it is. I just find myself so drawn to this film, and just the more I think about it, the more I sit with it, and the more I watch it, the more I just absolutely love it. So yeah, in the film you have Linda Blair coming back reprising her role as Regan. You have Richard Burton, who is like at the absolute like peak of his career, and you know, he's just given a very strange performance. You have James Earl Jones, Louise Fletcher. You have just a batshit crazy score by Ennio Morricone, but it just works and it's just fantastic. You just have some crazy effects, and it's just totally different from the original, but it's the entertainment factor is just so high. So yeah, I've just absolutely grown to love this movie. I do own I own an Exorcist, there you can see it there, an Exorcist anthology box set, and I do own the second one on DVD as well. But yeah, I've just, for the last few years, I have been really craving a, you know, a Blu-ray release of this film so I can kind of watch it in all its kind of high definition glory. So I'm so pleased now that this one finally exists and that I have it in my hands, and I just cannot wait to rewatch this on this Arrow version. So I'm just gonna kind of show you the actual the inside of the release. So this is the slipcover. So yeah, it's just an absolutely gorgeous slipcover. So I just think the imagery from the film is really strong with the locust and this sort of really weird kind of hypnotism device that they use in the film. I just think it makes for like a really beautiful imagery. So then when you take off the slipcover, you have this cover again, and then you can reverse the artwork as well. So you have the original artwork on the inside, but I just love this new artwork. And then I'll just show you as well what's inside. So you have two discs. So you have this one is disc 1, the original premiere version, and then we have this one, the international version. Yeah, so I'm just interested to kind of find out what are the differences between the two of those, because I really don't know. And then there is a booklet on the inside as well, which I'll just kind of show really quickly. So that is the front, and then we have just Reagan on the back, just looking beautiful. And then yeah, that is the booklet on the inside. This is such a nice release of this movie, and I'm kind of just really happy that this movie has just kind of gotten a little bit of love and just gotten a really beautiful release. I do think it had got a Scream Factory release a few years ago, which I missed out on. I don't know, and I don't even know if they came out with like a region B release of that one. But yeah, I'm just really happy now that this has just got such a beautiful treatment by Arrow, and I have no doubt that the actual film will just look gorgeous on this release. So yeah, this is John Boorman's Exorcist 2. I'm just, yeah, as I said, I'm so happy to have this one now. And I recommend that if you do like the Exorcist franchise and you haven't seen this one, just to watch it and check it out and see what you think, and just, as I said, just kind of maybe take the first one out of your mind as you're going into it, because if you are thinking it's going to be like a perfect sequel to the first one, like you're going to hate it. Whereas if you just, you know, clear your mind of any preconceived notions, like you might enjoy it, and you could kind of get something out of it. I definitely do think the third one, Exorcist 3, the one directed by William Peter Blatty, is like the superior sequel. I just think that one just makes more sense overall, and just the story arc and everything, it just makes so much more sense to the first one. But just if you're looking for like a batshit crazy time and just locusts and just craziness, like just check this one out. The score, as I said, is incredible, by Ennio Morricone, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun. So yeah, if you watch this one, you might enjoy it, or you might rue the day that you ever found my channel and that I recommended it to you. But yeah, if you do ever pick up this one, and if you watch The Extras 2, or if you have seen it before, please let me know what you think of it. I just would love to have some Exorcist 2 conversation and just kind of see what people's thoughts are about it, because I know it's such a contentious film and the reviews and everything are so bad. It's such a notorious kind of turkey. So yeah, it is just one that I really like, and I don't know why. It's just a movie that I've just become so drawn to over the years. So yeah, I'm just absolutely delighted to have this really gorgeous Arrow release now in my collection. So yeah, The Exorcist 2 is the final pickup of January so far. So yeah, that concludes my my kind of random kind of pickups haul. Yeah, I picked up some good bits and pieces this month, especially that Exorcist release. I'm just so happy with that one. So yeah, if you have any thoughts on any of the pickups, or if there's any recommendations that you have kind of based off the movies that I've shown you, yeah, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, I will be back very soon with another kind of random kind of pickups haul, because as I said before, there is a few more titles that are on their way to me right now. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching if you're still here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.